Hello, everyone. It's Melissa from Gilda's Club, Grand Rapids. I'm glad to see you all again, and it's great to be together on this virtual clubhouse. Hope that we find you well today and enjoying this incredible weather. Today is just so beautiful. And if you're new to Gilda's Club or you're new to a cancer or grief journey, we would love to help you get connected with our free support program. You can just give us a call at 453-8300 or reach out to us on our website, gildasclubgr.org. If you're enjoying this show and you're watching, give us a thumbs up. If you feel like this information is really good and you want to share it, we love to share the wealth at Gilda's Club, so please do share that. If you have a question for us or for our guest today, please just put it in the comments and we'll make sure that she gets those questions. This is a recorded conversation, so the questions probably won't get answered for maybe a day or so, but you can still put the questions there and we'll help you get connected. And also just a little bit of a heads up that we won't be able to put the website for this resource right now, just having a little difficulty, a little blip with the website, but it should be up and running in the next 24 hours. So. Well, today I'm very excited to have a wonderful guest with us. Her name is Renee Johnson. She also is known as Emma. She is the founder and CEO of Asher Legacy Group, which is a nonprofit that does some really wonderful things and has some great programs up and coming. And I'm going to let Emma tell you about that. Emma, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Melissa, for having me. I am so excited to be here. And like you said, it is a beautiful day. So hopefully everyone is out enjoying it. Yes. So the Asher Legacy Group is a nonprofit, as Melissa said, that was founded last year, 2021. And this year, what we're doing is we're rolling out 4 programs under the organization, and one in particular that is, I believe, near and dear to Gilda's and all the work that they're doing. And by the way, thank you for all the work that you're doing, that you're helping, people get through such a trying time in their lives. And I personally have not had to go through, cancer, but I do have relatives who have, and I definitely appreciate, what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
So, we are here to talk about Crown Asher under the Asher Legacy Group. And like I said, there's 4, and I'll just go briefly over the other 3, but we're going to concentrate here today on the Crown Asher. Under the program, we have My Brother Asher, which is a male mentoring program. We also have under financial, it's called Asher Wealth, and that is financial literacy. And then also Asher Couture, where we're dealing with we want to transform people, we want to educate them, we want to empower them, and we support them. So all these programs deals with certain segment of our lives that we do need some direction, financial literacy. That's something that's near and dear to me. I've been in the financial service industry for 10 years. And so there's some things that need to be shared, in the community. The Asher Couture, we're dealing with women that are 50 and older and having them, not feel like life is over at 50, giving them some tips on how to, dress for this age, how to take care of yourself, health and wellness. We are dealing with so much at 50 and above. And then, as I said, the My Brother Asher. So though all 3 of those combined with Crown Asher. So Crown Asher is dealing with women and hair loss, and not only women, there's children that could be dealing with hair loss. So we want to take women who have lost their hair via cancer or any other medical condition such as alopecia. And we know that has been in the news over the last 2 weeks. And so we want to take those women, bring them into the program and give them some tips, give them some information, resources that will help them feel better about themselves, give them their self-confidence back, their self-esteem, and then take them all the way to the final, which is what we do is try to give them a makeover. We know that that is a trying time for women and what they're going through, and we just want to make them feel good. And, it may not be the total remedy, but it's a start. So we want to take them through this process. It's about 4 weeks to get through the program. And then once they come out, we definitely feel like they will be transformed or on their way to transformation. And then what will happen, because it's a program that we want to do every quarter, and we're going to take 10 women at a time. After 1 year's up, that's 40 women who have gone through that program, and we want to bring those women together as a support. We want to have an annual tea, and then every year we would like to see this grow, and then eventually it will have its own community, and everyone will be able to come back and share stories of their transformation and how that one moment has changed their lives.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. I know here at Gilda's Club, in our cancer support groups, is that this topic of hair loss comes up just about every group. And if we're not talking about it, people are coming on to the group or into the room and commenting, oh, your hair started growing, or asking questions about how do I take care of my skin, what is going to happen, or how to prepare for the hair loss. And then some people's hair does not grow back. And so then having to sort of figure out what that looks like moving forward in their life. And especially for women, it is an emotional moment. It is, incredibly emotional.
It's tough. And unless you actually go through it, I mean, it's like you may not know, but if you actually had to go through it and feel that, it's probably not the best state to be in. And I know just from the being in the news a couple weeks ago and how all this happened with the Chris Rock and Will Smith, and I don't want to bring in, controversial things here, but you saw the look on Jada's face and how when that joke was told, it really touched her. And even I, as a person that was watching, I immediately, felt like, wow, that was so wrong, for someone to say that, because it is very difficult. And even though somebody is walking around and they may be trying to embrace it, the hair loss, that they're still dealing with the fact that their hair is gone. So it's very emotional, and we want to be the solution to that if we can, at least to help these women get through that initial phase of it. And eventually they will see, some great things could come from that. We were talking about this organization and then the Crown Asher and what compelled me to want to do this. So there's a couple reasons. My daughter is a wig designer, and we sat down one day and we were talking about, our gifts within our home. And we've always been taught that whatever gifts you have, they're in your house and they're inside of you, and you have to use them and serve them to the world. So we talked about, her gift of designing wigs. And I said, this is one way that we can help women who have lost their hair to be fitted for a custom wig. I mean, I don't know about you, Melissa, but over the years, wigs have changed, and some wigs you put on and they be like, oh no, this is not me. But when you can get a wig that is custom fitted for you, I mean, that's what we want to do. Make the women feel very special, to let them know that, we're here to support them and to take them all the way to the end, which is a true makeover, with the photographs, with the makeup. We want them to just really feel good. And like I said, it's not the end all. Like, it's not gonna make them, all of a sudden just be okay with the hair loss, but it's a start. And we want to start that uplift. And then sometimes, people will get to the point where they they may have worn a wig and then eventually they move out of it because their self-confidence and their self-esteem has built up to a point where they feel okay to walk out and just be in their natural state. So if that's how somebody chooses, to do and what they want to do, that's fine. We're all for it because that's really truly what the crown asher was designed to do.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that that saying of whatever is in your house is, you already have the skills. Yeah, that's really beautiful. And so then you're really taking these women by the hand and helping them to see that they still have strengths, even though they may have hair loss or, this change. That they still can use that as a strength for themselves. That's beautiful.
And how I can say I relate as well is because I've had hair loss. It's not extreme in the program. I did want to emphasize extreme, but just having the hair loss that I have had, that it has made me feel a certain way, made me feel like, I wasn't as confident. And once I got past that, and then now the gifts that I see that I'm giving back to our community, they probably never would have happened, had not, my daughter come along and, said, Mom, let me fit you for a wig. Let me do this, so it was definitely a time that was needed. So now I wear my own natural hair, or I can wear my own natural hair. So I have not had a perm in 10 years. And so sometimes it's the chemicals that we're putting in our hair that causes, breakage and hair loss. So if we make those changes, and sometimes you just need that wig in place while you're going through those changes, and then eventually you can come out. So, but it's just a transformation for me. So I definitely feel for the women, and this is why this is so important. This is why we chose to start off with the crown asher, because I feel like it's the one that really resonates, the most with me.
Yeah. Well, and I think about our society and how hair is really power in a lot of ways. And so this readjusting of where your power is and where, um, and so giving tools for that and so that they can lean into it and still feel that confidence, which you're talking about, and maybe even more, because it's one of the reasons why Gilda's Club is around, is that we know that there are strength in numbers. And when you share your story and other people listen and understand and have been in your shoes, that it makes all the difference. It makes just makes it so much better, and makes it easier to deal with in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Exactly. You're on point, with that, because it's like, how can you tell someone something if you have not walked in their shoes, right? So if you walked in their shoes, you can, and they can receive it as well if they know that you walked in their shoes. And I do know that, hair is important, it's power, but there's also something more powerful, and that's just the will inside of you. And so if you have that, and you can conquer anything, but you sometimes may need just a little help, right? And so help can really get you on your way. So I don't ever discount, where I've been definitely, propels me, to where I am now and into the future. So it's all about, giving. It's more blessed to give than to receive. So that's what we are here to do as a family. And I did mention that that's how the Asher Legacy Group was birthed, and it's based on all the gifts in the family. I don't know if I mentioned that. I know we kind of talked about it, but maybe I did. But it's based on all the gifts of my family. So I'm excited that that we're able to give this back, to the world.
Oh, I'm excited for you, and I'm so grateful that we have your family as a resource in Grand Rapids, how important that is, and that you are, taking that that power, that personal power, that those skills in your house, and shining with it, and just so appreciate that. It's really wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So one other thing I do want to share is that we are going to launch publicly the Asher Legacy Group at an upcoming fashion show that's on Mother's Day. Now,
Huh?
a lot of people are like, you're doing a show on Mother's Day. I think that it's a perfect day to take your mom, take your daughter, who is a mom, whomever, your significant other, your friend, and just enjoy this day at the gardens. It's at Meyer Gardens, and we're dealing with Adam and Eve because we're taking it to the garden and time and bring out a modern day Adam and Eve. So there will be Adams that's in the show, but the majority of the show will be focused on Eve, her strength, her power, her femininity, being a woman. But it's going to be a great show, and I think it's going to be uplifting. And so what we're going to do at this fashion show is to launch the Crown Asher, to let people know, what it's all about, how they can get involved, because you being a nonprofit, you understand that things happen when there's support. We need the donations, we need the gifts that are coming in, so we can plan these out and give back, to the community. We have, the knowledge, but now we have to put it all together in the program piece. So what we're doing now is working with people like Gilda, the Gilda's Club, to be a feeder for the participants and anybody else that is dealing with the hair loss, extreme hair loss, and want to be a part of that program. We are, receiving names at this time. And then when we're ready, for that first step of notification, we will go ahead and, do that. So just to let people know, Meyer Gardens, May 8th. It's a fashion show. It's a brunch as well. So you can have dinner. There's no waiting in line at no restaurant, because we know how Mother's Day at restaurants, is just like lines galore. But for this show, you would be coming right into your seat, and you'll receive a really good, entertaining show. And then just being able to, and then also the garden, Meyer will allow you, if you are attending the show, to tour the garden, both indoor and outdoor. So that's a great added bonus to being sharing your Mother's Day with us.
And how do people get tickets for that?
So tickets are on Eventbrite, and if you just Google With All My Love, that is the name of the show, and then Eventbrite, you can find all the information about tickets for that show.
Okay. All right. Great. Oh, that's wonderful. What a huge event. That's big.
Well, it's something that is necessary to do. This is coming before our big event, which is watercolors, even bigger event. That's 5 events, and that's in July. And so we have like the save the dates out already, but we will be dropping the actual promotion in the next week. For the watercolor, so people can start buying their tickets for that event. Some events are free and some are ticket events, but we want to build awareness. We have stuff for children. We have a children's skating event. We have a taste and see that's going to take place at the Fulton Street Market, where we're going to be cooking up healthy meals. We're actually going to be using the vendors that are in the marketplace. So we have the farmers that are coming in. So we really want to show people, how you can cook healthy, because that's the theme too of Asher Legacy Group, being health, wellness, all around, mental, physical, all of that is the birth, of Asher Legacy Group. And so it's just so important. So we incorporate all of that into our events.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm excited.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you again for having me on the show. I appreciate the connection. And I just want to give us another shout out. I started with you guys with Laugh Fest, right?
Oh, really? Yeah.
here. And then New York Life got involved and you guys became partners with us. And so we've given out, nice donations to you. And I've actually been in to volunteer for putting up Christmas decorations.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Before COVID, we were over there, and I know some of the people too. They were over cooking in the kitchen, preparing the meals. So that is a connection that immediately you guys were the first organization I thought about when we decided to incorporate this and make this one of our programs.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for thinking of us and all your work and donations. And our partnership with New York Life is just so lovely. We so appreciate that group and all your work.
Thank you. And we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Emma, for being with us and for being a visionary and feet on the ground, both. And yeah, many blessings on everything that you do. And so grateful to have you in Grand Rapids again and partner with us here at Gilda's Club. So, yeah. And if anyone out there wants to become a part of this Crown Asher, sorry, said it backwards. And please let us know, and we can make sure that your name can get forwarded to Emma, and so that you can be contacted and brought into that program. If you have any other questions about anything else that the Asher Legacy Group does, please also let us know about that, and we'll help you get connected. And we'll look forward to that website coming back up and this great fundraiser. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for today. And thank you again, Emma, for being with us and spending time with us and including us in your vision. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it and look forward to connecting with you all soon.
Yeah. And again, if you're new to Gilda's Club or a cancer or grief journey and you'd like to connect with our free support program, we'd love to talk with you. Give us a call, 453-8300, or look on our website, gildasclubgr.org. And our clubhouse is open. We're holding in-person as well as virtual programs. Some of the groups are hybrid. That means that people are on screen as well as in person. And we just have recently lifted our mask mandate. And so now that is optional. So whatever feels most comfortable for you is fine with us. And we have lots of things coming up for the summer and the spring and the summer. And our website has our calendar. And so you can look on there. And then this video also, this program will be on our archive and you can watch it again if you'd like. So that's all I have today. Everyone stay safe, get outside. I'm a big proponent outside, whether it's raining or not, but it is beautiful today. So get out there and enjoy yourself, be well, and we'll see you next time. Take care.